Taylor Swift shows secret fame insecurity with fashion choices, but there's a dark side to her fave trend, expert says. Taylor is harking back to that period when she was unknown. Taylor Swift's rise to fame from girl next door teen to global superstar is as much down to her style as to her catchy tracks and lyrics. But according to a fashion psychologist, underneath the glitz and glamour, one of the pop star's fashion choices helps her escape and relive the past. Taylor's first month going public as Travis Kelce's girlfriend saw the cruel summer star's massive profile grow even more. The 33-year-old broke away from her Eras tour to see the Kansas Chief legend at games or for dinner, garnering much attention from the clothes she was wearing and how happy she looked, rather than her music. Taylor was repeatedly photographed in plaid schoolgirl-esque skirts, first on her way to dinner with friends in New York on November 4. On November 11, Taylor met her father and Travis in Argentina, wearing another patterned miniskirt. Fashion psychologist Professor Carolyn Mayer Ph.D. said Taylor's outfits might show a need to relieve the pressure. In an exclusive interview, Mayer told the U.S. Sun, "The first impression of Taylor's miniskirts is that they are playful, fun, and trendy. But Taylor has been wearing this style for years. This means the skirts carry a sense of nostalgia, which seems important to her. This style could provide nostalgia for her school days, even if she was not wearing a uniform back then. Wearing something that triggers nostalgia can also provide a sense of security. This means the checked miniskirts would give Taylor a sense of safety, and perhaps even offer her an escape." Mayer explained Taylor's fashion choice could reveal something more significant. Taylor must feel enormous pressure as a massive superstar, she said. She is still very young. That must come with all sorts of anxieties and stressors, including always being better than your last best. Taylor projects a super confident look. Underneath, like all of us, perhaps she has some insecurities and feels vulnerable when doing these world tours. Many pop stars who get so famous like this can go out of fashion quickly too. Taylor may be being prepared for that. She is human, and so there would likely be some anxiety. Mayer explained Taylor's choice of skirt would remind her of the times before she was famous. Nostalgia helps us feel secure because it draws us back to a place where we believe things were better than they are now, she said. Taylor may be harking back to that period when she was simply Taylor Swift. This was Taylor as the schoolgirl, who no one knew, and when her life was private. The miniskirts may provide a means of withdrawal or escapism from the realities and responsibilities of being an adult. Again, in Taylor's case, this is about the global superstar that she has become and which must come along with all its pressures. From her first single release in 2006 at the age of 16 to her first tour in 2009, Taylor's music career saw a meteoric rise. By 2010, Taylor had bagged 4 Grammys. Fans of her relatable fashion looks and styles followed quickly behind. By 2012, she was gracing the covers of magazines like Vogue and then Vanity Fair. In 2014, Taylor told ASOS magazine, "When I'm getting dressed, it's always based on what my friends will think." She added, "They are my number one priority, and the opinions of girls are more important to me at this point in my life." Throughout, Taylor has continued to dress in her favorite miniskirts. Mayer said Taylor's favorite style takes on a new meaning now that she is older. As a woman matures, this mini-skirt look becomes sexier and sensual, she continued. You see this in Taylor when she wears black thigh-high boots. Long leather boots, and especially thigh-high boots, are associated with sexiness and glamour, perhaps as well as sophistication. Taylor is moving away from the schoolgirl look, but the skirt still projects the suggestion of innocence, youthfulness, and playfulness. This contrast makes the look very appealing. Her boots draw the eye to the gap between the skirt and the top of the boots. There are just a couple of inches of thigh showing between the top of the boots and the tiny little skirt. The tartan here compared with the skirt in a plain fabric is also more reminiscent of a school uniform. These all draw attention to the thigh and her legs. Pleats are generally quite flirty because they move when you walk. The eye focuses on movement and that pattern will move as she does. These skirts are fitted on the body, giving a body-hugging look and highlighting Taylor's figure. Pleats are also reminiscent of school uniforms. Before now, Taylor had also worn miniskirts with over-the-knee socks which drew attention to her legs. Mayer noted the styling for her Buenos Aires dinner looked more schoolgirly. She suggested this would be something that celebrities might want to take more care with. For the dinner with her father and Travis in Buenos Aires, the styling looked more childlike, juvenile, and very much schoolgirly, she added. While this seems like it is one of her favorite looks, there is another side to this. The sexy schoolgirl look can be quite dangerous for schoolgirls themselves. It can lead to the fetishization of uniforms, sexualization, and objectification of schoolgirls. More mature women can probably deal with the consequences of the image they portray through their clothing. But younger girls who are emulating Taylor's look might not be prepared for the reactions that could get. Taylor has a huge fan base of school-aged girls who might then roll up their skirts to be as short as hers. They may not be able to handle the consequences of that. Awareness of this issue would be useful. So perhaps making sure that what she wears with the skirt does not also look like a school uniform. Taylor mainly tends to go for tops and footwear to wear with the tartan pleated minis that are not so reminiscent of school uniforms. Other celebrities have worn these pleated skirts with a white shirt and tie which is very reminiscent of a school uniform, like Britney did. It is tricky because girls are going to emulate this look and may have to wear this type of clothing to school. Celebrities like Taylor and others who go for this look do have a responsibility to understand the impact that they have. This would be on their young fan base in particular.
How does that sound? Welcome to the acoustic set. People would come up to me and they'd be like, "You're gonna just like do a show with like all the albums in it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be called the Eras Tour. See you there."